Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel, Serenity Soul and Fitness. Thanks for watching. Today I want to get a little more personal with this topic. And this topic I would say is a response to another video that I watched. Another lady that I am newly subscribed to, Lady Daydream. You guys can check out her channel. Big ups to you if you're watching Lady Daydream. Love your channel, love your content. She did a video a couple of days ago about getting your ex back. And I thought that what she said, the title was Getting Your Ex Back. The subtitle was Stop Chasing Men Who Don't Want You. So I thought that I would piggyback a little bit. I'm still a little fluish, so forgive me if I'm like about to cough or sneeze. You see me just take an automatic pause or something like that. But a lot of females out there who are considered to be pick-me chicks are so because of the fact that they are lacking love, first and foremost, from the first man who was of importance in their life, and that's their dads. And so at the end of the day, when you talk about chasing men who don't want you, I guess to go even to its root, to its deeper level, you can start off with that. Because the first man to break a lot of females' hearts out there is their dad, or was their dad's. So a pick-me is a female out there who needs a man to value her, who needs validation from outside sources, in other words, outside men, to tell her she's beautiful, to tell her she's special, to tell her he loves her, to tell her this, to tell her that, to tell her all of this. Growing up as a daddyless daughter, you learn how to tell yourself these things because you didn't have a man to tell you that all along. You see? So the main point is you are the prize. You are the prize. And so after the passing of my dad last month, I know some may say it's a little too soon to talk about this, but it's never too soon. I've been dealing with this issue for the past 36 years. And so it couldn't have come at a better time right now to talk about it. After the passing of him, I had a true awakening happen within me. Okay? Like I said, as I watched him going down in the ground, getting put down in the ground, it was a very saddening moment. I mean, for so many reasons. For so many reasons. Of course, that is my earthly father. That is the person who partly created me. Of course it hurt. Of course I was sad. Of course I cried. But my tears came from so many different places inside. As I watched him go down, of course I have notes as well because there's so many points I want to make. As I watched him go down into the grave, he had a very nice service, very nice funeral and everything. It was a very, I guess, memorable, unforgettable day of my life. But as I watched him being put down there into the earth, instead of leaving a gap, an opening in my heart, a void that now could never be filled and closed, I consciously decided that I was going to see it from a more empowering standpoint. And I decided at that very moment to say, put down any pain I felt throughout my entire life. I decided I'm going to put down the same time. I'm going to release it. I'm going to let it go. You know? Any abandonment issues, any neglect, any suffering, anything that I may have felt like I'm lacking because I grew up without having a relationship so much with my father. I know he loved me. He tried to reach out to me, in his final months of life. It came so unexpectedly, but we at least got a chance to start to make up a little bit, to start to mend things a little bit. It's in records and stuff of my ancestors. I found a few. It was very enlightening. But I never thought that I would be able to say that in my grandma's house, with my grandma, of course, who took care of me, who provided everything that I needed, everything that I wanted, well, almost everything that I wanted, who taught me so much about life and how men operate, how men work, who never abused me, who always just helped me and wanted the best for me. Yet I knew at a place that they still were not my dad. And there's some part of me that was still like, these aren't my dad, though. They're not my dad. I even called my stepdad daddy for the longest of my life. He's very different than a lot of us. His personality is very different. He's very different, you know? And so it still was a strange feeling calling him daddy, because I'm like, my dad's alive though. If I always was a more conscious thinker, knowing that I have a live, healthy, young father, you know, out there living his life. So growing up, after reaching a certain point of my teenage years, getting into adulthood, young adulthood, I manifested, I guess, my first real relationship, my real and most adult relationship, I guess. But moving forward, you ended up in a real life relationship. My first real life adult relationship, my boyfriend, grew wings, picked up, and flew halfway across the flipping world and left me. We had a great relationship. To one day just up and away on me was devastating, to say the least. But after that, I met somebody who treated me just as special, if not even more special than he had. And I decided, you know what? This isn't working, okay? Because the same way my dad had done to my mom, this guy had done to me. He had picked up, went halfway across the world, not the country, the world this time. So, okay, is that somebody who's really, really down for you? Is what I had to ask myself. And this other guy here, he came, he was there for me every day. He's around, he's calling me, we're seeing each other, we're going out. Needless to say, I ended that relationship with first old boy, because yes, we were still in touch very briefly, but after I realized what he had done, and I had time to sit down and talk to older people and hear other people's opinions on the situation, and I'm like, that makes no sense. You don't abandon somebody you love, you know? The abandonment issues ran deep. Let me put it that way. All right? So miraculously now, and ironically now, after 18 years, that happened 18 years ago. Me and my hubby are still together. I actually left him more than once, to be honest, because I guess whatever it is that my dad had, I also have a sense of detachment. I can detach really quickly, and like if I see something that I don't like, I can actually detach. Edward Scissorhands, baby, snip, snip, cut him loose. But love is something that you actually have to fight for. Love is something that you actually have to consciously decide to say, I'm going to hold on to this because. And a lot of times, you know, it's so not easy, but you have to make it work as best as you can. And you have a right to change your mind anytime you're ready. But I know for a fact I will not chase a man. And that's what I'm here to talk about. Why women should stop chasing men who don't want them. You are setting yourself up for a failure, for misery, for a hard life. You are actually setting your kids up for failure, for misery, for a hard life of suffering, okay, and pain, agony, struggle, love. All right? You cannot be the chaser. A man chases the woman. The sperm chases the egg. And so if you see a man can up and pick up on you and jet, you let him jet. You say, bye, B. Me that I had to try my best to heal. But if somebody is showing me something, I'm never going to sit around and tolerate being treated with less than I deserve to be treated. I am not going to sit around and accept less than I know I deserve. Okay? So that's why I bounced. I didn't bounce because, oh, I'm just a crazy person with daddy issues. No, I bounced for particular reasons. What I can say is I cannot find it in my heart to chase a man anymore. Maybe in the past I have, to a slight degree, because some guys are so good at being F-boys, they make you fall weak. They make you do some stupid things. And then you turn around and you look like you're the pick-me chick. Oh my God. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Do you know who I am? Goddess Serenity, okay? But yeah, my creator has always taken such good care of me that I know if you don't want to give it, you weren't meant to give it to me. So I'm gonna get it where someone wants to give it. Okay? I'm not gonna chase after something that is not for me. Do you understand? So either I'm gonna leave you first, hit you with your own medicine. I'm just not chasing. That's the bottom line. I don't have time for it. Life is too short. All right. So now we look at these females. We look at women out there. Women have daughters. You have to hold yourself to certain standards for your girls. You have to. What are you teaching them? Children learn more so by your actions than by what you tell them. So if a man truly wants you, you will know. You will never be confused. You will never have to ask him, so what are we? How do you feel about me? If he is not telling you it, sis, he don't feel it. Do you understand? You have daughters. When you have a man who doesn't want you, you're all about in court trying to get the man to pay child support. The man didn't want you. What makes you think he wants your child? Do you see what I'm saying? Do you get where I'm coming from? He didn't want you. You chased him. He didn't want you. You got pregnant. Now you're chasing him to actually care about the child. Damn it, ain't that something? I can't understand this. And I know guys right up to now whose women, even wives, continue to have their children, and all they did was chase the man away by doing that. The man ran even further. The man didn't care about you. Why the hell do you think the fourth child he's going to care about? Do you get me? Stop being stupid, women. Open your eyes and wake up. And smell the coffee. Smell the coffee. So stop making excuses for these men. You're like, oh, he had a hard childhood. He didn't learn to be affectionate and growing up and stuff like that. He didn't, or oh no, he's my twin flame. Or like, oh no, he's a narcissist. Yeah, he had that little rough on the edges. Or whatever you want to say. Stop making these effing excuses for these jerk-off men. They don't deserve you. Do you know how many billions of good men there are out there who would literally give everything they have for your love and affection? Why are you wasting your time? Why are you selling yourself short, sistren? Stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's not worth it. You are actually, do you know how the old people used to tell you have to throw away old stuff or bad things or damaged goods? You have to throw them away in order to get the better ones. And I am so adamant about this. I believe in this wholeheartedly. I always do this. And like magic, something better always comes along. When you have the gall and the guts, the balls, the cojones to let go and drop that dude who has you chasing after him, like he's some prize, you will find the diamond that is waiting for you, okay? The real man who's ready to show you what a real man looks like. Because a man can walk around and be all arrogant and macho and disgusting does not make him a real man. That's not what manhood is all about, okay? A man has integrity. A man has values and principles, okay? A man is strong. A man is capable. A man wants to show you that he can take care of you, that he can provide for you, that he can protect and profess his love for you. That's a man. A man doesn't run away from his responsibilities. A man doesn't make a woman chase him. That's a boy who does that. And any woman, bless your heart, if you've ever chased a man out there, bless your heart, you're not the worst. You're not the weakest. There's nothing wrong with you. You've grown up and been in an environment that has set you up that way. But now you have knowledge. Knowledge is power. Use that power to strengthen yourself and to focus better. Sharpen your focus. Just tunnel vision. You need tunnel vision to see what a real man looks like. When you feel confused in any kind of relationship or situationship or whatever it is, when you feel confused about where you stand with this person, when it's absolutely going nowhere fast. You're not getting a title, you're not getting your bill paid, you're not getting a flipping allowance, you're not getting anything. This relationship is dead in the water. It feels lopsided, like you are the one putting in all the effort. And this dude is just laying off with the video control in his hand, or with a bottle of beer in his hand. And you're the one putting in all the work. You're the one calling. You're the one asking, how was your day? You're the one, did you eat anything? Or you should take some medication. Or you should this. Or you should that. You are chasing a man who doesn't want you. That's when energy is not being reciprocated. You are chasing a man. And some men are so good at this. They tell you that they don't even want a relationship. They want everything that comes with a relationship, but they don't want to call it a relationship because they want everything for free. They don't want to give you anything in return. Anything. Because why? Number one, they ain't got it. Number one, they ain't got it because why? They have so much mouths to feed, they can't afford you. Number two, they don't got it like that for you, sis. They're seeing somebody else. There's somebody out there who they got it for, though. They would neglect all of their responsibilities to give it to that other person, but not you. You have to decide what your worth is, your value, your true value, what you're going to settle for in this life. These men are like children. They don't even know what they want. For real, they don't know what they want. You with your sad eyes, your rose glasses, you're thinking just because this guy is acting like this, like he's the prize, you're fooled. Like, oh, he's the prize. I'm missing out on something. Oh, Lord, let me chase. Put on your flipping running shoes and get to chasing. You look sad doing that. Don't do that to yourself. And I needed this experience to happen in my life for me to actually understand the importance of not doing this. I needed this. And if some people would look at me and say, this is a cold girl, she could actually talk about her dad dying like it's nothing. It's not nothing. This is a big deal for me. It's a big deal. Okay? But this is for everybody else out there, all of the other females out there who are going through or have been through the same thing. To wise up and empower yourself. I know some girls see other females out there whose dads come and take care of them or give them money or do things for them. They can just pick up the phone any second like that and call daddy. Daddy's there. What do you need, baby? Some girls look at these females and get jealous. Or say, wishing they wish they could have that life as well. When I was growing up, my best friend at that point, her dad and her mom weren't together, but her dad was so much involved in her life. She could call him for anything and he'd come. She could call him even if she's doing something wrong, even if she's in the wrong place at the wrong time, me and her together. We don't know how we're going to get home. Guess what? Oh, I'm going to call Daddy. Daddy, where you are, baby? Wait, I'm coming. He's coming. He's there. Then again, some people out there hate their friends because they have a dad like this. I didn't hate that. I actually appreciated that. I got to see how a daddy was supposed to be. And I didn't miss out on it because my uncles were like my dad. My uncles, I could call them. They come. At least one more than the other. The next one was international somewhere. But they're not knowing that sometimes these same girls take their dad for granted. They're like, oh, daddy again? Oh, that time they don't know that you're right there yearning. You grew up your whole life without one of those things called a dad. You're like, are you serious? Desperation doesn't pay. Doesn't pay. Don't be desperate. You don't have to chase anybody. Whether it's a man, a boy, or a flipping, whatever is for you, you can go after it. Pursuing is something different than chasing. You see? Desperation doesn't pay. Don't ever look desperate. Hindsight is definitely 2020. When you look back at stuff, you see the exact chronological order that things have to go in. As a man is a provider, protector, a provider, and a professor. He professes love and affection for you. That's what a man does in a woman's life. Okay? So any man who cannot do those things for you is either still a boy or he's simply just not the man for you. At the end of the day, know your worth. And so with that, I'm going to end. Like I said, do hit like on this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also do leave your feedback below so we can have a proper discussion about this. Till I come back with another great video. Peace and love. Blessed be. Namaste. Bye.